Breaking into the console market is already pretty tough, and now with the current consumer tech hardware market, things have gotten even tougher. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about the Steam Machine, what's been going on, what I think about that piece of tech, that hardware. Is it worth buying right now? Is the price too steep? The whole situation surrounding it. Let's get into it. So, the Steam Machine dropped a couple weeks ago. Pretty steep prices for most. I think that price point, along with a couple other things, is what's going to make it kind of a hard sell for most. I think that most people see the price $1,000 without a controller. They're kind of like, "What's going on? This is kind of greedy. This is crazy for a video game console." You know, if you're a parent or just like your average Joe working 9 to 5, working construction or something, you see the price of this, or your kid asks you for it, you're like, this is pretty steep just to play some games. I don't understand the appeal. I don't understand why it's so high. It's way out of budget. And honestly, I think that reaction is pretty justified just from like your average person. Not everyone's going to be super into the hobby. Not everyone's going to put hundreds and thousands of hours into video games. They might just want to jump into a game, Fortnite, things like that. They might just want their kids to be able to play on the weekends or when they do good as a reward kind of thing. They're not going to be super into gaming like most of us are. So for that reason, I kind of feel like the price is a little steep. It's a little hefty for the casual audience. I think the steep price is going to make it difficult for people to justify purchasing this device. However, with me saying that, there are some things to consider as the gaming landscape is kind of changing right now. Xbox and PlayStation have raised their console prices incrementally since launch. I've never seen something like this before. I don't know if this has happened previously. My first console was a PS4, so I wasn't really around for PS3 and Xbox 360 days. I was kind of young back then. But as far as I know, for the PS4, prices didn't raise like this throughout the console's life cycle. And for this generation, for the current generation, prices are going up. It's been 6 years since these consoles came out, and prices are rising because of RAM shortages, things like that. And yeah, I feel pretty bad for anyone that's trying to get into the gaming hobby, casually or anything else, right? It's tough whenever you want to get into something new like a hobby or anything, and prices are super high. The barrier for entry being so high with such a high price. Um, Obviously you can get a used console, right? But as new prices increase, obviously the used market is going to go up as well. So people are just paying more for everything, tech, consoles, just more expensive to live right now. So looking at some of the prices, it's going to be a trade-off, I think, for most people. If you want to get a console, your first console, like obviously Xbox and PlayStation price wise, they're going to be your best bet. Just from a price point of view, the Xbox Series S is going to be your best bet. For people that aren't super particular about 60 frames or 1080p and 60 frames or 1440p and higher, super good graphical fidelity and good frame rates, for people that aren't super sensitive to that kind of thing, yeah, the Series S is going to be a great console to get. However, whenever you move up in, I guess I'll call them trim levels, as you move up and get more expensive consoles, I think that the comparisons here between PlayStation, PS5 Pro, the Series X, and the Steam Machine, some of these comparisons are going to be important, I think. So the price of the Steam Machine, like I said before, it's pretty expensive. However, it might end up being kind of a good deal in a couple of years, depending on how the market moves. So the price of the Xbox has gone up, the price of the PlayStation has gone up. So we really don't know if any more price increases are coming for these consoles, and two, what the price of the next generation of consoles is going to be. I will admit, we've got at least 3 years, 4 years at least left in this console generation, and probably more. Comfortably, we've probably got 6 years left in this generation. With that much time, I don't really know if prices are going to continue to increase or if they will eventually drop. Why do I say that? Well, already the Steam Machine performance-wise it's worse but comparable to PS5 Pro. So you would be paying a comparable price to the premium consoles, right? And you're losing out on a little bit of performance there. If you got the Steam Machine, you're losing out on a little bit of performance, But I think savings wise, the Steam Machine makes up for that extra cost up front. I want to look at things from a digital lens for a second. And, why am I doing this? Well, PlayStation kind of announced they're not producing discs anymore, so clearly PlayStation, they want to move in a more digital direction. I mean, that's unfortunate, but in this case, people kind of voted with their wallets on this one. A lot of people buy digital games, clearly more than they buy disc games. And obviously it sucks that we'd be losing out on discs in 2 years. But honestly, I don't think the average person, the average gamer, really cares that much about losing out on discs, because you have the added benefit of just, you can go to the store, the digital store, buy a game, download it. You don't have to worry about getting out, driving to a GameStop or Walmart, Best Buy, whatever, having to drive back. It's instant, right? You get instant gratification by buying a game online digitally. It's just more convenient. I know a lot of people are kind of mad and upset about this, and I won't be surprised at all whenever Xbox announces something similar, where they're kind of moving on from discs. Xbox and PlayStation, they're going to make more money digitally. Also, they don't have to worry about the extra cost of making discs and shipping costs, of the increased weight with a disc in a box. All of that. They save money, they make more money. PlayStation is definitely going to move forward with a digital first mindset. So yeah, looking at things from a digital lens, Steam has a leg up and a huge advantage here, in my opinion. You can get so many games on sale, and pretty deep sales, deep discounts, and you can save a lot of money during Steam sales. And comparing this to PlayStation, the PlayStation Store, usually PlayStation sales are not as deep. You can get games on sale and discounted sometimes, but your major, like your first party games, they rarely go on sale. Your PS5 Pro enhanced games, they rarely go on sale, and when they do, they're not very deep sales. It might be 15%, 5%. So these sales aren't very deep. You're not saving a lot of money. And also, another benefit with Steam, you don't have to pay for online. So let's say the PS5 Pro, $900. Steam Machine, if you just get the base, just the box, right, no controller, 1,000, 1,100. That extra couple $100, you're gonna make that money back in a year, just because you don't have to pay for online with Steam, right? You have to pay a subscription on PlayStation. You have to pay a subscription on Xbox to play online, which is terrible. You have to pay a subscription for these guys you want to play online games, which is dumb. I hate it. But on Steam, you don't have to worry about that. So that's huge savings for you. At least $100, something like $100, if you're on the base subscription model, and even more if you're paying for the premium subscription for these consoles. So yeah, memory memory has kind of turned the gaming industry, making gaming boxes. It's kind of turned it all on its head. Things are going crazy right now. People moving digital, developers moving digital. It's crazy right now. But I think that I think that the Steam Machine is moving things in the right direction, right? Because the easier we can get people onto PC gaming, and the closer we can move PC gaming to a console experience, right? You can just pull something out of the box, set it up, hook it up, you're good to go. You can be playing games in, 30 minutes, right? The closer we can get to that experience, the better. The more people we can get on PC, the better. So yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today. Let me know in the comments, did you get a Steam Machine? Are you interested in getting one? Are you building your own? Are you building your own PC and putting Steam OS on it? Let me know what you're doing. I'm interested to know down below. Yeah, see ya.